Okay, welcome to the August 3rd Thursday chat. We have a lot of announcements before we get to Matt, which is probably good because I don't see him here. So we'll start with Charlotte Chase.
Barry, I'm here.
Oh, welcome.
Thanks.
And you haven't fallen into the alphabetic list that I have here yet. So, oh, there you are now. Charlotte Chase, go ahead.
Okay, this is a reminder that when you are walking around Newbridge, outside or near the gym and Nosh, or near Centro and Joe, that you should be looking around, because this Saturday, there's going to be a Saturday social at 2:00, and it's in memory of Sam, who was on the hospitality committee, which is part of this with the Community Life Committee. And what he has decided was that we should be looking at the different places in Newbridge, and there will be at the Saturday social, other than ice cream, there will be slides. And when you look at the slides, got to see where you are. Find out if you know what's in different parts of this building, outside and inside. So he came up with that idea, and we're doing it in his memory. So welcome to everyone. Bye.
Thank you, Charlotte. Sharon Gouveia.
Hey, everyone. It's so nice to see us being able to get out and travel again, although I'm hearing that there are downsides to traveling with COVID popping up again. But if you are out and about and now going into hotels and so forth, the Volunteer Outreach Committee has once again begun collecting all of the travel size bottles of shampoo, conditioner, mouthwash, all of those things that the hotels used to give away. Hopefully they're still doing it. Your dentist may also give away toothbrushes, toothpaste, and so forth. These items, we ask you to place them in a wooden box to the right on the shelf as you go into Centro. These items are then donated to the Women's Lunch Place, which are given to homeless women as the items that they may need. So please check your closets too. You may have some. If you do travel, be aware of the little bottles that we can take and provide service for others. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Betty Shapiro.
Thanks. I don't think you can see me. For some reason, my camera doesn't want to work. Is that correct?
We don't see you, but we hear you fine.
Okay, well, I'm following up for volunteer outreach for another project that we do, and that is the latke collection for Rosh Hashanah. You may have seen the new flyer that's out for it. We have a date for when it's going to be over, and that is August 30th. We ask that you purchase only latke mix. I know that when you go to the store, you can look online, all of the products that Manischewitz has available look alike with the packaging. So please be careful and choose the latke mix. The matzo ball soup and the matzo balls there for other people to collect. We do the latke mix. And if you do order online and want to have it sent to me so that you can do this even if you're not here at Newbridge or have a problem getting out and purchasing the items, you can have them sent to me in Cottage 27, that's 27 Greystone Path. But if you do that, please let me know that you're doing it so I can tell you when it arrives. So thank you very much for all of you do, all that everybody does to help people have a wonderful holiday. Thank you.
Thank you. Marilyn Stone.
Hi, everybody. The Hospitality Committee has a few openings. If you have lived in Newbridge for 1 year and want to join, please contact Sharon Gouveia or Marilyn Stone. All requests must be in by August 7th.
Okay, thank you. Sylvia Schatz.
Thank you, Jerry. I want to thank those resident drivers who are very considerate of me when I walk in the garage out to my garden. And the other one is that I would like to speak to the other drivers. There are a lot of people who use the garage to get from their residence to Nosh, to the fitness center and other places to walk their dogs. So you need to be considerate of these people who are walking there. This is not I-95, so that's on the way out. It may take you an extra 30 seconds, but be careful of that. Number two, when you enter, you're coming generally from, during the day, from a well-lit place into a dark place, and it's going to take a second or two until your eyes adjust. Be aware that there are people walking in the garage and be considerate of them. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Terry Union. You have to unmute, Terry. I'll do.
Okay, sorry, I thought I was unmuted. So Faye and I have something we want to present. This Tuesday, the 6th of August, is Jerry's birthday, and I think, and Faye thinks we should sing happy birthday to him. So whatever you'd like to sing an early happy birthday to Jerry Weiner? No? Okay.
Only if he unmutes us all.
All right, okay. Sorry about that.
Hey, dear Jerry, happy
Happy
birthday.
Happy
to
birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Well, guys, I now know, I have to say, I now understand why I am bringing back the new chorus conductor. Next year, Jerry, we will do a much better job altogether.
Thank you. Thank you, all of you. And, it's a funny thing, if you hear some noise, you know, when you get older, everything happens, including everything wears out. So they told me that if I had my whole family out on the deck of my house here, they would all fall in on my birthday. So if you hear hammering, there's a rush job and they're rebuilding the deck right outside of my window here. So anyway, thank you all. So Peter Halfon.
Happy birthday, Jerry, and hello, everybody. Yesterday was our monthly food committee meeting, and the committee felt that we would like to say something, and I'm going to say it on their behalf. We have witnessed over the last several weeks an astounding job, really, by the members of the food and beverage team. In particular, Eileen, Patrick, Adriana, and Lynette Charles. They walked us through yesterday, as they have in previous meetings, where they are, and they're not finished yet. They're going to keep on going until Monday, when it all gets rolled out. But what I thought I would mention is that they're working on, the servers are working on trying to understand and learn the menus, and it's a difficult job because there's a lot of different items, and it's not going to be like today's menu that we have, you know, the one side with the menu and the other side always on. Everything on the menu is always on, so it's something quite different than what we have now. I will also mention that on Sunday the cooks are coming in, even though it's their day off, and they're going to be cleaning things up and rearranging the kitchen so as to accommodate this new menu and this new thing. And on Monday, the food committee and the directors have been welcomed to a lunch in which we will get lunch being served from the new menu by the servers. Now, this is their dress rehearsal. It's the only rehearsal they have had. So what I want to do is I'm going to present 3 Ps. And I want everybody to remember them, and let's practice them. The first one is patience. This is a whole new endeavor. It's new for the cooks, it's new for the servers, and it's new for us. And we have to be patient and give everybody a chance for this to work out and not react immediately. The second is preparation. When you receive the menus, and I guess that's tomorrow, please review the menus. They are quite different than what you have today. There's different soups, there's different entrees, there's a lot of salads, there's dressings, there's everything that's on them. Please be prepared to come into Central when you come to dine and know what's on the menu and know what you can eat. You will also be getting on Monday morning, you will be getting the special for Monday along with the Copper Beach menu. But this will certainly facilitate, at least in the first couple of weeks, the ability of the servers to get things right. And the third one is praise. Let's stay positive on this. Let's praise Eileen and Patrick and Adriana and Lynette, along with the cooks and the servers, Josh, Matt. They have all been working very, very hard to make this thing happen. And it's in addition to what their normal daily jogs are. So let's praise, let's be on an upbeat thing, and let's welcome this new menu in and work with it. Thank you.
Okay, we'll take a couple of others to raise their hand before we get back to the staff. So Stan Treitman.
Peter, I'm not sure if you're the one to address this to. I was very surprised last night when I was told for next week, when I tried to make a reservation, that I could not make any reservations after Wednesday because I had already made reservations for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Why, if that's a policy, why is it not announced? Why don't we know these kind of things? Also, when next week was put on availability, we couldn't do any registration online. I understand the reason, but I think we should know ahead and these announcements so we're all clear on what's to be done.
Stan, I think I can jump in and first of all, let me apologize for any frustration that you're encountering. And one of the things that we've reflected on is the communication piece. So really no excuse on that. And I'm really sorry that, what you're encountering has caused you frustration and confusion. I won't go into all the different reasons, but the team is trying to manage and make the limited availability of next week's reservations fair. That's the short answer. But we certainly could have done a much better job of communicating, getting the word out, and avoiding some of the frustration that I'm sure not only you are experiencing. And we certainly will take that as a learning lesson when we have to make changes and adjustments in the future, that the communication piece is of the utmost importance. So again, we'll do better to get it right. And I apologize that it caused you the frustration, Stan.
I want to get things in the right order. So we're going to hear from Josh, and then we're going to hear from Chef Eileen. And so if there are any questions about food, rather than come on early, you may hear the answer. And if you don't, then ask. So Judy, is this about food?
Yes. No, it's about administration of food. Yes.
Well,
it's a comment.
If you don't mind, I'll call on you right after we finish with Chef Eileen.
Okay, it's just a comment.
Okay, go ahead and do it then. Now,
there are two people that deserve to be praised, and that is Eileen and Donna and Debbie at the desk in Centro. They are really on the hot seat from residents, and patience is important. And I think that they should be thanked as well.
Okay, thank you. All right, David Rader, then Christina Rice.
Okay, this has nothing to do with food, everybody. Hi, everyone. So just a quick announcement about Touchtown. First and foremost, this is just a reminder, if you haven't done so already, to go in and edit your profile to reflect your hobbies and interests. That way others can find you. Second is we are aware that the list of clubs and committees is not 100% accurate. We know that different committees are formed, different people take over as chairs. Within the next couple of days, we're going to be posting the most up-to-date list that we have. And just to let you know, moving forward, we're not going to change the list every time we have a change. Rather, we're going to do this in conjunction with our new resident welcome packet, which is revised every 3 or 4 months. So that's just my announcement for today.
Okay, thank you. Christina Rice.
Hi, everybody. I just wanted to make you all aware that on Thursday, September 7th in Great Meadow Hall, we're going to be hosting a Red Cross blood drive. So if anybody is interested in donating blood, we will be having sign up so that you can get registered and get an appointment for that day. So there are posters or flyers posted at the concierge desk, and then the mail rooms in the villas and also up in the cottages. The flyer looks like this. It has all of the information. And if you actually turn the flyer over, you will see what is a QR code. So if you have a smartphone, you can just aim your camera at this, click on the link, and it will bring you directly to the sign up page on our specific Newbridge sponsored sign up page. If you don't have a smartphone, you can simply register by going to the redcrossblood.org and typing in the sponsor code Newbridge. And if you're looking for a little bit more help with signing up, I'm going to be hosting kind of drop-bys where I'll be sitting upstairs by Joe's desk, and you can simply stop by the posted hours and I will be there to help you sign up. The first sign up is going to be on Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday from 1:30 to 3, right by the fireplace. So if you're interested, you can stop by, ask any questions, or I can sign you up. One thing I did want to mention, the last time I brought up the blood drive, a resident had a question regarding what requirements there have to be in order to donate. And there are certain medical requirements or reasons to be excluded from donating. So I have a comprehensive list, but if you have questions, you can reach out to me directly. There are also eligibility specialists that you can call directly through the Red Cross, and they can go over your medical history and give more in-depth answers if that's a question. But looking forward to the 7th, and find me if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Sylvia Schatz, you have a question?
Or do you want to wait till after the food thing? I'll wait.
Yes, please. Okay, so Josh, first of all, welcome back. Everybody has missed you. And we're very happy to see you back. Hope you're fully recovered and comfortable. And anyway, you're on.
Oh, thank you, Jerry, and happy birthday. And thank you, Peter, and the entire food committee for your collaboration, support, and hard work through all of this as well. It's absolutely great to be back. As most of you probably know, I was out for 6 weeks recovering from back surgery. And, you know, all the well wishes I got, including not just emails, phone calls, I even got some cards mailed to me. One card in particular was extremely funny. Made me feel really, really good. And then how I'm being received and welcomed back. It's just amazing. And I really did miss the community. And I'm just really happy to be back. And, you know, Peter alluded to some of it, but I also have to say how thankful and appreciative I am of the work of the entire team in my absence. You know, we had support from above, the food committee that I mentioned, but also, of course, Matt and Jess. And then Lynette, Chef Eileen, and the entire Newbridge dining team really just stepped up and really allowed me to focus on my recovery. And for that, I'm grateful and thankful. And I'm doing very well. All signs point that it was a very successful operation. I'm not in constant pain. I'm mobile, and I still have about 2 more weeks of physical therapy. So I'm very confident to make a full recovery, and I'm thankful. Before I turn it over to Chef, who has a lot to cover regarding the upcoming food stuff, the only thing I will mention is that you will see a letter from me tomorrow with a nice bidding a farewell to the foodie as it lives and resides now. With the launch of the new dining website, the foodie has kind of, gone to the wayside, and we're going to give it a little send off with my letter that I added to the foodie tomorrow. So Jerry, thank you very much. And again, everyone, thank you. And it's great to be back.
Okay, thank you. So Eileen, you're on.
Hi, everybody. So just a few things going on. As you all know, we're starting our new adventure with our new menu on Monday. The servers and the cooks are all excited. But I also want to make sure that you all know that the new hours for Centro. So Centro is starting on Monday, opening at 4:45 p.m. That's when we had it opened before the pandemic. So we're going back to that original time at 4:45 p.m. Now Copper Beach will still be opened at 5 p.m. Okay, so that's that. We have the new menu to roll out. And as you all know, we're trying to lower our reservations just for the first week, just to make sure everyone gets a chance and learns. So therefore, the reservations would be either in person or on the phone, and it is between 10:30 to 3 p.m. if you want your reservations, and it's just for this week. After that, because of the foodie, our last foodie, the menu will be on the foodie, but we will be putting them into the mailboxes on Monday. And the reason is we just want to make sure that we have the nutritional value and we have the symbols all correct. And helping us with that will be Scott Daniels, who will be coming in on Saturday. And he is here until Wednesday, and he will be helping us front of house and back of house and making sure that that we roll out the menu, and any help that we need, he is helping us out. So that's that. And then after that, then Lynette will be hosting some learning sessions to look up on the website. I know she will be doing one in Zoom, and she will be doing one in Great Meadow Hall. And once you see the foodie tomorrow, she will give you times and dates. Also, finally, and I did get a recommendation to advertise this a little bit more, so you will be seeing a lot more of this, but we are actually hosting a car show on August 20th. It is open from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And after that, if you want to go to Centro for brunch, Centro will be opened for brunch from 11 to 2 p.m. All families are welcome. And again, it's from 8 people per household. So we do have it advertised on the foodie, but you will see more advertising for that. And then finally, I want to say a big, huge thank you to all of the residents. We had a ball last Sunday at the employee barbecue. The weather was perfect. We had Matt cooking the burgers, and he did a fine job. So if he ever needs another career, cooking is the job for him. And we had a bouncy castle. We had everything. We had about 80 people at the barbecue, and we had a ball. And you know what? That was a special thank you. It goes to everybody, because you let us make it happen for our employees. And I really want to say thank you. Really, really appreciate it. So thank you. That's it.
Thank you. So we have a few questions. Sylvia Schatz, you have a question?
Yes, thank you. Yes, I think that menu sounds wonderful. It's going to be great. However, if we are unable to get a reservation, which I tried at 11:30 this morning for next Thursday, even though I do not have reservations for Tuesday or Wednesday, I won't be able to try that new menu. Debbie was very helpful, saying she's terribly sorry, but there's only 80 people could do this, and that was that. So I am concerned about what will be the reservation system from then on. I'll hold off for a week. So that's what do you plan to do? Yeah.
So, I mean, we are asking everyone for their patience because we just want to do the reservations for 80 people for next week. After that, we will be opening it up. But thank you for that, because I did also forgot to say that on Monday, we do have birthday night. And as well as that, just in case that it's not enough coverage, that in Nosh, we also are opening up the deli and have a hot special on the Monday night. I also did ask Patrick and Tom to put some fan favorites on the Nosh menu and on the Copper Beach menu for this week. So we understand we will have about 20 people or 25 people displaced, because we usually average about 105 a night in Central. But we're hoping that they will go to the Nosh and to the Copper Beach for this week. And then we can just iron it out the following week. So
Thank you
I'm
very
sorry,
much.
my dear, but thank you for your patience.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie Small.
I don't know if this should be Eileen or Josh, but as you've indicated, you will be opening up the system after next week. Does that include the online system, or is it going to be only in-person reservations? That's number one. And number two is, we had heard word when we were working on the Touchtown that there would be a new system of making reservations. So I'd like to know the status of that also. Thank you.
So, sorry, Jerry, do you want to say something?
No, you go ahead, Eileen. I was just going to encourage you to go ahead.
Yeah, so I think we will be going back to the online reservations once we have our first week done. The only reason we took that away right now is because we couldn't kind of guarantee we'd have 80. We could have 280, and we don't want that. So that's why we did that, just to save for everyone. A new system on online ordering. There's a little tweaks that we have to do to make sure that all the information goes into the on the menu, and that's why Scott is here also to help us kind of figure that out. Plus, we have somebody from IT on Monday, so if the whole system doesn't work out, we have somebody from IT just to make sure we have a backup to make sure that it is up and running. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
I hope
thank
that answers.
Frank Backner.
Will the takeout menu be the same as the dine-in menu at Centro?
So it will be bar specials for now. Yes.
Thank you.
Elaine Oppenheimer.
Eileen, I think something came that said you can get a paper copy of the menus at the front desk.
So we are going to send the menus out on the food. We're going to send out the menu on the foodie, but we're still negotiating a few small details between the nutritional part and the symbols. And once Scott comes in on Saturday, we're just double checking that. So by Monday, there'll be a hard copy at the front desk in Centro, and then also in your mailbox. Yes.
But what will happen after that? Is that going to be every week? We're going to get every day, or?
No, so we'll give you a hard copy. We would ask you to post it either, somewhere in your home, and it will always be on the website also.
But what about people who don't have computers? You do have people here who don't have computers.
So we'll always have some at the front desk in Centro. Joe will also have a copy of it. If you ask for it, we will give it to you, but we won't be giving it out every week because it's going to be the same menu.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Looks like we've covered all the questions for the moment. So Matt, you're on.
All right. Hello, everyone. Jerry, your early birthday gift was that I did not sing happy birthday to you. Thanked everybody for that one. But truly a happy birthday, Jerry, if we don't speak. Hope you have a great one. There was a little discussion about COVID earlier, and I made a commitment not to update people unless there's something to update about. And there isn't really anything here in the state of Massachusetts to update about. But I'll update anyway, because knowledge is power, so why don't I share? Here in the Commonwealth, there continues to be very low levels of COVID. I think over the last 14 days, there's been a 24% decrease in the Commonwealth. Here in our county, I think it's around 3.1 to 3.4 cases per 100,000. And it's a little bit more when you go up north into Suffolk County. So right now, here in the Commonwealth, we're still in a great place. You'll see in some of the publications that there's talk of a little bit of a summer surge, which I think we're seeing that around the nation. So, you know, be aware, but it hasn't made its way necessarily into the Commonwealth yet. But these are the trends that we typically see. So, as always, wash your hands. Be mindful of being around sick people. If you don't feel well, please do not show up to your reservation on Monday night. No matter how much you want to try the new menu, let's just keep each other safe. That's really important. Josh, welcome back. It's great to have you. I can tell you all outright and directly, I have no interest in being the culinary director. That was a long 6 weeks. But so it's great to have Josh back, and really, really excited to have him back. Another quick shout out to Peter Halfon. Peter, you and the food committee have been excellent partners as we work through this project. Every time you think you have it down, something creeps out of the woodwork that you were not expecting, and you have to go back to the drawing board and figure out how to tackle it in a different way. And so thank you to you and the food committee for your patience as well. It starts with the food committee working with us, helping us to set a good example, owning our mistakes and working through it. A project of this magnitude, let's just face it, it's not going to be flawless. There's a lot of us working on it as hard as we can on the side of our desks, but it has taken the main focus of what we're doing. And our intention is to do everything absolutely perfect. That is the true intention. But we're going to drop the ball once in a while, and that's okay. And I'm just going to remind everybody, when we started this project, I told you we were going to do this together as a community. And part of doing this together as a community is that giving ourselves a little bit of grace when we make mistakes. The part that matters the most to me is that we give it our all and that we fix those mistakes as we go. Because frankly, there's going to be some things that come up that we just were not anticipating. That's the reality of the scenario here. That's senior living. I've said it before. This is like changing the engine in an airplane while flying. We don't get to close our restaurants because we're putting out a whole new service. We have to continue to operate, make our adjustments, and implement it seamlessly. I wish for all of you that it were seamless and that there weren't going to be any hiccups, but I live in the world of reality. And I know you all do too. So let's get our expectations around how do we support this program? How do we help our staff elevate their skill set? How do we give positive feedback that we can put into play? And I guarantee you, with that mindset, in a couple months, we're going to have ourselves a dining program that we can be proud of, really, really proud of. And I think it'll go well beyond the gates of Newbridge, and everybody will be raving about the food here at Newbridge because we have the talent, we have the right product, we have the skills. Now we're just going to go and do, and we're going to do it as a community. So thank you for that. I wanted to give a quick shout out to our programming team. I think sometimes they don't get a lot of recognition for some of the stuff they do, and this one goes out particularly to Larissa. The programs that happen here are second to none. They're downright exceptional. And you know, I skip most of the programs because in my daily functions, I have so much work and the phone doesn't stop ringing and people don't stop showing up in the doorway because there's a great program going on. But Monday, I said, doesn't matter what's happening, I'm making it to this program. And I got to see the former Boston Police Commissioner, Will Evans, give a phenomenal presentation in Great Meadow Hall. Will Evans was the gentleman who was a primary player in a big way in the investigations into the Boston Marathon bombings. And he got a lot of press coverage, and I think you all remember it, but it just goes to show the magnitude of the programming that we had here. And now here was the coolest part. Not only was he amazing, but to sit in that audience and hear you all ask him questions, the most thought-provoking, interesting, educated questions really was a gift for me. And so I want to recognize that and say to Larissa and the programming team, thank you for bringing such high quality, unique and exceptional programs to us here at Newbridge. It's quite incredible.
Thank you.
Okay, and I'm just going to invite Fernando on quickly because there's a lot of you that live in the 4,000 building. There's a lot of you that are probably aggravated with the elevator situation. I will raise my hand and say that I am also aggravated with it. We're dealing with the Commonwealth of Massachusetts now to get in here and certify the elevator. So every time the elevator goes out of service for a certain amount of time, and depending on what the repair is, the state has to come and do a reinspection. So we're waiting for them to show up. Fernando, I don't know if you have anything to add to that or anything specifically you want to add in regards to the maintenance, grounds, and engineering front, but I invite you to do so.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Hello, everyone. As Matt said, I'm frustrated with the elevator as well. The valve has been replaced, and we are now at the mercy of the state sending out an inspector to go ahead and inspect it so we can put it back into the service. As for the 5,000 elevator, the phase 1 is completed and it is leaking oil. I have a phone call with the elevator company tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock to about phase 2, where they're going to have to actually suspend the elevator on the top floor so they can actually inspect the whole jack. So I have a conversation with them tomorrow morning, so there'll be more to come on that. So that's pretty much it for the elevators. But I do have one other thing, one-stop shop. I cannot say this enough. If you have any maintenance needs, anything grounds related or whatever it may be, it needs to go to the one-stop shop. I'm getting inundated with phone calls and emails from people. I'm not at my desk all day. And if you do send me an email or you leave me a voicemail, it could be a day before I get back to you, and it just slows down the whole process. Because when you call or contact me, the first thing I do is go over to Josie, who is pretty much one-stop shop, and then she goes ahead and puts in the work order, and that process starts. So by contacting me directly, you're actually slowing down the process. So please, please, please just use one-stop shop. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Fernando. And just so everybody understands, we create service tickets every time you call, and it goes into a system with a tracking number, and it allows us to see if there's any parts we have to order, or if any parts have been installed, or if there's been any updates to the work order itself. It also allows us to see how long it took the work order to be completed, and then we can go through and see the time to close. And so if you see something that's very simple and it's taken a couple of weeks to get done, we can then ask and figure out the why and start working on that process. So even when you call me, it's the same thing. I call Josie and I start to put it through.
I think we have a question from Sylvia Schatz. Go ahead.
Okay, yes, if it is 4 weeks and I have put in the order 4 weeks ago with One Stop Shop, should I put the order in again? Should I call again?
I would say call Josie and she'll be able to pull up the work order and she'll be able to give me an update of why it hasn't been done.
Yes, she did, but I'm still waiting because the answer is he's now back from vacation, but I haven't seen it nor heard from him. Okay, I'll do this offline.
Thank you, Sylvia. Appreciate that.
Thanks. Maya Fine. Man.
So this is idle curiosity. Yesterday, as I was coming into Newbridge, I saw the huge crane that had been here. It looked like the one that had been here before to lift up the transformer leaving. I was just wondering why it was here.
That's a good question. I was wondering the same thing. I think it was a tow truck.
No, it's actually what's called a rotator. It's not as big as a lift that was here that was pulling out the transformer. Basically, we were doing work to the cooling tower. We had to replace the louvers on the top of the cooling tower. And in order to do that, we actually had to take the whole top of the cooling tower off, put it on the ground, change it, and then go ahead and hoist it back up. So they were out here on Tuesday, I'm sorry. They were out here Tuesday, they took it down, replaced it, and then they were in yesterday putting it back in place.
Thank you.
Thanks for asking the question. I was curious as well. And then lastly, I'm just going to share a couple photos from our employee barbecue. Thank you again to everyone. This meant so much to the team. My family had a wonderful time, and it was just nice to see everybody bonding. So you can just get a little feel for what was happening. So here we are at Houghton's Pond. You can see me manning the grill. I learned that all of our employees like their food well done. So they would not be welcome at my family barbecue. But so that was a lot of fun. I'll show you another one. Let's see. This is me with the best assistant in the world helping me out. this little guy, I'd tell him, I need 6 buns, 5 pieces of cheese, and he was all over it. So he was thrilled to help. So don't be surprised if you see him here helping in the future. I'll share another one. And last but not least, this is some of our servers just really taking a break and spending some time together, which is really quite special. And so this was all because of you. And we're just all very grateful. This is a very, very, very important part of delivering outstanding service. And it's about building a team. And so we thank you for the time to be able to do this. And other than that, I'll open it for any questions we may have.
We've answered everybody's question. So thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you next Thursday.
Bye, everyone.
Birthday, Jerry.
Happy birthday, Jerry.
Thank you very much.
Happy
birthday. Happy birthday, night.
Happy birthday, Jerry. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Jerry.
Happy birthday.
Happy
You
birthday.
didn't even have it on.
Happy birthday, Jerry.
Thank you.
Happy birthday and a good year ahead.
Thank you.
And we didn't hear any noise from your porch.
That's bad news. I'm not sure. It doesn't, I'm looking over there now. I thought I was going to have half of the deck boards in, but I think they were doing something, some other little detail. I'll let you know next week.
Okay. So have a good, what are you doing for your birthday?
Actually, my 3 sons are coming. 4 of my 5 grandchildren are coming, and my daughters-in-law, and that's it. We're all gathering together.
Yes.
On your porch?
What?
On your porch?
Oh, the porch was just an excuse to them that I didn't want to have a project running, for weeks, and they had a goal to get it done. But I think we won't have a porch rail up by Sunday, so I don't think we'll venture out on the porch. We'll just admire it. So anyway, you have a great event, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, bye-bye.
What kind of ice cream you're eating then?
Okay, we'll see.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi.